Yeah, like I said, that main quest is getting postponed indefinitely.
Don't let the pretty landscapes fool you.
If you
It's
walk by,
deadly out
you'll miss out on a good trade.
Anyway, where was I? So yeah, last time we got like right on the cusp of doing the Gemini quest, and then a side quest popped up. And because my assumption is that any side quest relating to the people in the base probably needs to be done before I progress the main story too much, I'm going to take care of that first. So I thought I was going to progress the main story a little bit this time, but at this point that remains to be seen. I'm going to do my best though.
Nothing. You just look good. That's all.
Get back to studying.
I know what happens to Varl, and it's not pretty. Well, actually, I don't know how it happens. I know what happens, but the exact way in which it happens, I'm not sure.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. I was just studying the pulse generator schematics. The ones Gaia and Beta built. The craftsmanship is remarkable. Is everything alright? It sounded like there was an issue with Beta and the mission.
Not anymore. We just needed to talk some things through.
To understand one another is to embrace truth. Oh, and if you have a moment, there's something I could use your help with.
Have you spoken with Zoe at all?
A little bit, but I did hear her singing with Varl not too long ago. I don't think they noticed. Zoe seemed so free when she did it. Like every emotion she had was taking flight in song. And she looked happier because of it. I felt so dull and nervous in comparison.
You should ask Zoe to teach you sometime. About Utaru music.
Maybe.
If you need anything before heading out to the cauldrons.
You have nothing to worry about. Gaia's explained your plan in detail, as expected from such an efficient AI. I've even received some very, succinct combat advice from Kotalo. You know, in case the Zeniths show up.
What kind of advice?
He, told me to run.
For now. We'll even the odds soon enough. Any more data catch your eye?
All of it? I have so much to study up on. Years, actually. I'm particularly interested in the Odyssey. We knew the ancestors had made it to the moon. In fact, we theorized some of them had settled on it. But Sirius is way farther than that. And we thought journeying across the ocean would be the feat of a lifetime. The sheer calculations needed for space travel. It's overwhelming to think about.
Even so, the Quen are way ahead of other tribes when it comes to understanding this stuff. Where I grew up, everyone thought that stars were sparks that rose from a fire lit by the goddess to guide us through the night. Must be strange to think that some of the ancestors your tribe reveres are still alive. And here on Earth, right now.
Yeah, it is. Part of me is curious to know who else besides Eric Visser might be among them. Maybe Nikita Arand? We call her the Spark. The legacy tells us she brought unlimited energy to the old ones. Or Sung Jiao, whom we call the Healer. It is said she found new ways to extend the ancestors' lifespans. but my curiosity fades when I think of how different our view of Visser was compared to the reality that you experienced. Perhaps it is better not to know.
You mentioned there was something you needed help with?
Yes. So, as I was sifting through data from the greenhouse, I found references to an old world system back in the Great Delta. It's called Leviathan. My people discovered it decades ago. A sprawling network of river gates and a labyrinth of underground tunnels. The legacy revealed that the old ones used it to control flooding. But we've never gotten it to work. The whole thing is shut down. But the data from the greenhouse mentions the research facility where Leviathan was created. It's in San Francisco.
Another Pharaoh facility?
No. Leviathan was a project by Eileen Sasaki, another ancestor. So the legacy tells us, anyway. If we can acquire that data, we might be able to fix the system back in the Great Delta. Every year, my sister gets terrified when the long rains begin. With Leviathan, maybe she won't have to be.
Okay. So, where in San Francisco is this facility?
That's the thing. The data doesn't say where, exactly. But one of our diviners has been exploring the ruins. He might know. Would you come with me? I have a feeling that wherever this facility is, well, you're much better at fighting machines than I am.
Of course. I'll let you know when I'm in landfall.
Thank you, Aloy.
Man, we are going all the way back.
I should go. Make sure you talk to Gaia if you have any questions about the pulse generators.
May your path lead to truth.
And, like I said, I'll let you know when I'm in landfall. We'll find the data you're after.
I appreciate it.
First, I'm gonna catch up on my dudes.
Hey, we'll be going after Hephaestus soon. You good with the plan?
I've already got the location of my assigned cauldron.
Good.
I heard you and Beta had a talk.
News travels fast.
It wasn't exactly a quiet conversation.
There were just things that needed to be said.
A healthy crop to those who clear the weeds between them, as the Utaru say.
You look like you have something on your mind.
We're going to war soon. And war is something I promised myself I'd left behind in the Red Raids. But the more of your data I go through, every voice I hear, every word I read from our ancient past, it makes me realize just how much life was given so that ours could flourish. Fighting for that gift, it's our responsibility. If we fail, it was all for naught.
Helps to know you're not alone.
For a moment there, you sounded like Varl.
I don't know what you're talking about. I should go.
As soon as you intend to leave for Gemini,
You'll hear about it.
A lot of that conversation went in one ear out the other. I was kind of obsessed with tracing the contours of this PS5 controller, the dimensions of which are still very alien to me.
Aloy, everything okay with you and Beta? It sounded like you guys had a, lively conversation.
We just had a lot to talk about.
Does this mean she's coming with us to Gemini?
It does. I hope you're ready to rein in the most stubborn AI of all time.
That's what all this was for, wasn't it?
Hephaestus won't go down quietly.
Hephaestus is just a program that's lost its way. We are fighting for our survival. I can always call upon the goddess if you're nervous.
Funny. How does everyone seem to you?
Anxious, but ready. I heard Katalo ask for Alva's help with his pulse generator. And I know he's been helping her with a few fighting techniques, just in case.
I hope they aren't needed.
Like I said, just in case.
Any last findings you want to share before leaving?
Not really. Though I've reached a decision.
Oh?
When we put Gaia together, I want to return to the Nora. Spread what I've learned.
You think they'll listen to you?
In time, I believe so.
If anyone can make it happen, it's you, Varl. What will you and Zoe do if you go back to the Embrace?
I hope she'll come with me. At least for a while. And I'll go with her to Plainsong too. She'll probably want to talk to her people about all this as well. We'll figure it out.
I know you will. I hope firing off those pulse generators will be enough to distract the Zeniths.
It'll work. It has to.
Always optimistic, huh?
Nah, just stubborn. It's a good quality to have when dealing with you.
Yeah, right. You were right, you know, about keeping Rost's memories buried. I guess part of me thought he was holding me back, because he wanted me to be a Nora. But the truth is, he gave me a lot. And I took him for granted.
He was a good man. He raised you well.
I'm glad you're coming with me, Varl.
Sure there's no urge to run off alone in there somewhere?
No more running.
Ah, yes, my cheese buddy. Synesthetically, he's very cheesy. Like cheddar or provolone. That's the wrong button. You can tell I've been playing Wo Long recently.
Hey, I thought I'd check in before leaving for Gemini.
Are you sure we shouldn't be checking up on you? Whatever went on between you and Beta sounded intense. Not that I'm judging. Forge knows all the screws flew loose every time Mercer and I fought.
I think we'll be fine from now on.
I'm glad to hear it.
Anybody take you up on that ale you brought yet?
Zoe can't stand the smell of it. I tried Alva, but I don't think she knows what taking a break means. And I'm not putting Varl anywhere near that stuff after that victory party in Meridian.
What about Catalo?
Ah, now there's a man that can hold his liquor. Pretty sure we downed half a keg. We had a good chat, I think.
After we get Hephaestus, we'll be taking the fight to the Zeniths. So, no more reading.
Ah, it wasn't that bad. Not really. Besides, going through all that data helped me realize something. You know, the soldiers, the ones that fought the Pharaoh machines so Gaia could be built, they were fighting a battle that couldn't be won. Not with all the weapons in the world. I think most of them realized that, whether anyone said it or not. They still did it, though. They bought time for all the eggheads working to save the future. Our future. As long as I can do that for you, I'll consider myself a success.
Thank you, Erend. I'm glad you're with me.
Okay, enough. I'm gonna get emotional.
I just noticed his exposed thumbs. I'm trying to think of why he would need his thumbs poking out of those gloves, but not the rest of his fingers. I know the imbalance, like, you know, gloved fingers versus ungloved thumb would bother the shit out of me. And, no, I barely paid attention to anything he said.
I should go.
Same here. I got a date with a cauldron to prepare for.
It's not like I don't understand the gist of what he said. It's just that the thing is, with open world games like this where you have NPC companions and you're between missions, it's kind of easy to tell what they're going to say. It's all fairly boilerplate. And if there's one series that's not going to deviate from the mold in that regard, It's going to be this one. Okay, so unfortunately, the side quest I got from Alva is going to bring me to the opposite end of the map. So that presents two challenges. The first of which is I want to manually go there, which is okay. That's not a huge problem. But the other one is that I'm going to lose my mount after I set sail for the island.
It's easy.
Ooh, suddenly black screen. Okay, I'm going to challenge myself here. Let's see if we can get there without using my map. Unless I get, like, really seriously lost. I'm also going to keep track of all the roadkill that I inflict. One. Two. Three. It didn't die, but I'm going to count it. 4. 5.
I should dismount.
I know where I am, but I'm trying to remember which path I should go to get west from here. No, this is where I came from. North and then west, I think.
Damn, they saw me.
6. You have no idea how difficult he is to control right now. The reason I went majorly off-road there was because I was afraid that I was going to be heading toward the snowy area in the north. Okay, I'm on the right track. This is not looking at the map. I didn't look at the map. The only reason I'm looking here is because there's another side quest in this area that I can do. Check out these huge trees.
String. Gotta grab its data to reconnect with the dome back. Base.
Oh god, this is gonna be like getting on that tall neck. Why is it so difficult to track the track? There we go. Oh god, I wish she would just grab onto ledges when she gets near the edge of them, rather than just falling off.
Wings holding up?
Perfect. That was amazing. Just jumped right over it.
Going down. Got it. Need to get the data from the drone.
Alright, time to find my dude.
Serve the memory of the Ten.
Karo's champion. You can pass.
This isn't over. Gala will gather.
Have I been here before? I think so.
Good to see you. Honor and strength.
Greetings, warrior.
I swear you need a PhD to navigate this town.
You're looking more confident. That's good.
How can you say that? I only...
Greetings, warrior.
No! I have to find him.
What's going on here?
You're her. The one from the embassy. Please, you have to go after my father. He's going to get himself killed in the stand of the Sentinels. The forest beyond the village. Everyone else seems to have forgotten that we don't abandon our own.
Phaneira? If you're gonna drag the Outlander into this, at least tell her the whole story. Goroka gave her that stab wound.
It was an accident.
How did your father accidentally stab you?
For a while now, he's been sneaking out of the village to hunt alone in the stand. Sometimes he's gone for days. So this time, I followed him to his hunting camp. Tried to convince him to come home. Words led to fists. And somewhere in the middle of it all, his knife. He was already gone when I fell.
You would have bled to death had I not come looking for you.
It doesn't make any sense. The way he looked at me... It was like I was a stranger.
Perhaps it's time to recognize...
He's fine! He has to be.
I can't make any promises, but I'll find him if I can. At least to see if he's all right. Where's his hunting camp?
Southeast of here. Thank you.
Glad that's settled. Now you need to rest.
If you're hurt, seek out a herbalist.
Well, I did pretty well in terms of not following the map. I got completely lost in this area here, but managed to figure it out.
Did the enemy give you any trouble out there?
Good day. You can rest your feet and blade here.
Nice, got caught in the trees. Then again, I did too. God, I need a Triceratops mount. I'll have to remember to pick one up. I imagine they'd be pretty slow, though.
Phaneira said her father's hunting camp should be near here. The hunting camp. This must be where Phaneira confronted her father.
That goat wants to help me out.
Trail with my focus.
He's a witness to the murder.
There's supplies for traps. Goroka must have been preparing for a hunt. A jar of oil knocked over. Blood. Must be Phaneira's. From when her father gashed her. Let's see where this leads. A claw strider. And a lot of traps.
And he got mad at me.
I better help him. Could prime it with plasma.
I'm gonna let him take care of it. Well, not really, but I'll take my time. He honestly seems to be doing a good job on his own. Like, I don't feel obligated to help him out.
An outlander. Let's see what you've got. Thanks for the assistance. Come, let's speak. You fight like you're Tanakh, but you're not one of us. State your name, Outlander.
I'm Aloy. You must be Goroka. Phaneira asked me to find you. She's back in the village. She's recovering from a wound from your fight.
Then she's in good hands. Come, we have to get moving. There's a squad deeper in the forest. They're about to walk into an ambush.
By who? Rebels?
That's what you want to call them. Spineless scabs. All the same, I could use your spear. What do you say?
Fine. Where is the squad?
This way.
I almost triggered that trap.
We'll make faster time if we cut through the sentinels.
How do you know about the attack?
We've been watching enemy movements in the mountain pass. They've been trying to take our territory for years. This is just their latest attempt.
Years. Gall's rebellion isn't that old. Something's off here.
Damn, that scared me. Oh man, wait for me. Look at this chain knockdowns. Pretty amazing.
I was so sure they were... Never mind. We have to get to the squad.
Goroka's definitely not all there. This isn't looking good.
Quiet now. We're almost there. J Squad, we're... What? No!
An old memorial. The fallen soldiers. I think we're a lot more than too late. Goroka.
Who are you, Outlander? How do you know my name?
I'm Aloy. Phaneera asked me to find you. I'm guessing you don't remember what happened.
I went away again, didn't I? Why are we here?
You told me there was a squad that was about to be attacked. This is where it happened, isn't it? A long time ago.
Yes, my squad. The Sky Clan ambushed us, slaughtered them all. It would have been 30 years ago now.
Phaneera thinks you've been sneaking off into the forest to hunt. But you've been coming back here. There's no easy way to say this, Goroka. She's hurt. Bad. She tried to stop you from leaving.
I hurt her? But I would never... No. Everything is a fog. I feel like I've been wandering through it, lost, my blade unfamiliar in my hand. And when it finally clears, I can't remember what I was doing or why. I'm always just alone in the forest.
How long has it been like this? This fog?
Weeks, months maybe. At first I thought it was a passing thing, like forgetting after a knock on the head. Then names and faces became difficult, and I started finding myself in the forest, unsure how I got there.
Why haven't you told Phaneera?
What was I supposed to say? That I'm unraveling, like a frayed, weak rope? No!
But look where that's gotten you. She has no idea why you hurt her. So the Sky Clan ambushed your squad a long time ago?
We were almost through with our patrol. About to head back to the village when they swarmed us. I alone survived. When my wounds scarred, I returned here and built a memorial where my comrades fell. And then I struck down twice as many of their soldiers in retribution. Such were the clan wars.
Earlier, you said the enemy had been trying to take the lowland territory for years. I guess that was during the clan wars?
Did I already read this? Sorry, I'm not paying attention.
Before Hikaru became our chief, our clans were constantly at war. We fought over every inch of this forest. The ruined village nearby is a remnant of those days. No matter how many soldiers fell, there was always another vendetta to pursue. They say that's why the wood of the Sentinels runs red, for the generations of blood spilled.
We should head back to the village.
Wait. The memorial. It's missing a piece there. A marker of metal, made from the blades of my fallen comrades. Where is it? It has to be around here somewhere. I have to find it. I know it's here.
Hey, calm down. Let me take a look.
Okay.
I should scan the memorial with my focus.
Yeah, or just jump on it.
Leading away from the memorial.
Lead the way.
Following tracks is hard.
They might have scrapped the marker.
Filthy scavengers. On your lead.
Got the knockdown, but I'm just going for damage. I want to get the other one. Oh, my buddy's engaging. Nice.
More clamorjaws.
Oh man, the graphics in this game are so good I didn't see that coming. It just looked like it was part of the scenery. Nice.
Victory!
Now to find the marker. Might be in one of the Clamberjaw scrap piles.
I'll stand watch in case more machines show up.
No marker here. I better check another scrap pile.
There's got to be a term for unwanted climbing in video games.
No marker here. I better check another scrap pile. Got the marker. Now to give this back to Goroka.
Over here, Aloy. Did you find it?
Here. I think this is the missing marker.
Yes, that's it. I'll return it to the memorial. You go on ahead. I want to spend some time to remember my comrades.
Are you sure?
I'll be fine. The fog is gone for now.
All right. I'll head back to the village and let Fanira know you're okay.
Thank you, Aloy.
Well, at least I can tell Fanira why Goroka's been running off. Back to Tide's Reach, then.
There's an important lesson in all this. And that lesson is that there is an important lesson in all this. You guys let machines that close to your village, huh?
Enter. Ally of the Tanakh. Good day, Outlander. You should learn.
I sure as shit better be getting a lot of experience points for my trouble.
It's good to see that you survived.
But where's my father? Aloy, you're back. But where's my father?
It's okay. I found him. He's not deranged, Fanira. He's been forgetting things, more and more. He thought he was still in the clan wars, that he could save his squad from an ambush. When we got to the memorial, he came back to the present. Said it's like he's been lost in a fog.
Wait. I've heard of something similar, a rare occurrence among chaplains. Their memory fades with the long years. Goroka's not a chaplain, but he is the age of one. Before Hikaru became chief, few of us would live to be so old.
So that's why. Oh, thank the Ten. If he was found to be insane, then by rights he'd be put to death.
What? No, he's just getting old. He needs care, not a death sentence.
Pretty sure the rest of the village sees that as one and the same. But we'll keep a close eye on him. Speaking of, where is he now?
Here. Oh, little spear. I'm so sorry.
It's all right, Father. You're home safe. And I understand now. When the fog comes, I'll hold your hand tight and remember for you. You don't have to be afraid.
Thank you for all your help. Please, accept this. Your deeds here, what you've done for Fanira, will always, always be remembered.
Thank you, Aloy.
Aloy? Yes, Aloy.
Where's the Nora warrior everyone's talking about? May the Ten guide.
Oh man, the ship's all the way over there. I could swim, but I'm not going to do that.
Hey, stranger. Are you looking to trade?
Remember the
Nope.
Ten.
We walk in strength.
Keep your blade bright. Your blade is to be respected, Outlander. Let none doubt the strength.
Let none down the stretch.
It's Aloy, Regala's bane.
Shem. Where your enemies fall.
Ooh, I admit I kind of went for that one. Oh. Three. Four. This is why I need to use the map every 5 seconds. If I don't use it, I just get completely lost.
You must dismount.
Those Tanakh might have been trying to collect this stuff when the machine attacked. I had one for it, but I don't like it.
Okay, I'm just gonna look real quick. Good thing I didn't follow my instincts and turn left. I would have been so off base. Okay, hope he's there when I come back. All of a sudden I can use my mount here.
Who are those machines attacking?
Not my problem. Every once in a while I'm like, nah, I might be the protagonist, but I'm not gonna bother. Not every problem is mine.
What do you think? Of course.
Whoa!
Are you sure we're all ready?
Alva said one of the diviners here might know where the Leviathan research facility is. Better let her know I'm here. Hey, Alva? I'm in Landfall. Can you meet me here?
I'll be there as soon as I can. Aloy! I'm here. Had to sneak past a few machines on the way, but I made it.
All right. Ready to talk to that diviner?
Yes. He's right over there.
Diviner Alva, what are you doing back in Landfall? And with the living ancestor?
We're looking for the At-Bay Research Center, where Leviathan was developed. The legacy tells us it's somewhere in the city.
Alva mentioned you've been collecting data in the area. Do you know where it is?
Yes, I stumbled across it, but there was no data there, only crumbling ruins.
Tell us anyway. We might be able to find something you missed.
Please, don't trouble yourself. I assure you, our search was very thorough.
You're hiding something.
What? That is absurd. A diviner must only speak truth, as you're well aware.
Oh, you're worried you found something dangerous? Something compromising on Eileen Sasaki?
Keep your voice down.
Look, I get it, Nirik. You want to make it back to your family, so it's safer to turn a blind eye. But think of Leviathan. How it could help everyone. Isn't that why we're here? Don't let fear deny us that.
Very well. The facility's just south of here, along the shore. But even if you find a way to fix Leviathan, it's sure to be shrouded in that which is forbidden.
Too often the truth is forbidden.
That which is forbidden or that which is known. Sorry, I had to. Little verbal tick of mine.
Come on, let's go.
Oh god, I'm so disoriented. I'm here to make myself laugh, what can I say?
Not bad with that diviner back there. We've come a long way since we first met.
And Nirik's like I used to be, terrified of a misstep. And with the Overseers, he has every right to be. But
I don't actually want to ride that.
I've learned since the greenhouse, it's so much more than what we're permitted. Diviners are supposed to seek the truth, and yet so much is kept from us. I'm tired of it. That should be the facility ahead. Oh, we need to find a way in.
Should be easy.
Up here. Well, Mirik wasn't lying about crumbling ruins, at least. Let's look around.
Aloy, why is the ground shaking?
That's not good, whatever it is.
Whoa, that thing is huge!
We'll have to take it out if we want to find that data.
Okay. I'm with you. We do what we must. I'll take this one!
Down it goes.
We should get going. Whew. Well, I'm gonna have nightmares tonight.
We should be able to look around for that data now.
Don't throw ammo packs at me in the middle of the fight. I am not going to pick that up. I can craft my own stuff, thank you very much.
stay here. That looks a little iffy to me. After you.
Time for a swim.
At least the water's not freezing. Look at this place. I always try to imagine what it must have been like back when the old ones were here.
Less of a climb, I bet. Come on, let's check the upper floors.
Don't think I can manage that.
You just fought a giant-ass mechanical snake. I'm sure you can handle it.
There. The console.
Must have been what Neric found.
Let's see if it has anything on Leviathan.
Yeah, I don't think...
Oh, the data on Leviathan isn't here. But there's some kind of log.
Delete the database? But Miss Sasaki, when you look at the reports, 3,000 exhibiting symptoms. Over 400 dead. The data's clear. Omarama is contaminating the water supply, promoting bacterial growth. And with Leviathan based on the same architecture...
You're a smart kid. Top of your class, right? My father built this company thanks to world-class talent like you. And you know what else is world-class? Our legal team. So unless you want to spend the rest of your career in some dead-end, underfunded public research institute, you'll delete that database and forward all data on Leviathan to my office.
Yes, ma'am.
That was her. The ancestor. Eileen Sasaki. Hundreds dead. And she knew their system was to blame, but she had the truth erased. Were all the ancestors like this? Selfish, ruthless, immoral? And yet we hold them up as paragons of enlightenment and virtue. Given what we've learned, I don't even know if Leviathan will work.
Hold on. Let's not give up just yet. You said before that the old ones use Leviathan to control flooding. Which means it probably worked. We'll know more when we find the data on it. The recording mentioned a copy was sent to Eileen's office.
And to their corporate headquarters. There. Let's go. It shouldn't take us long to get to the tower.
Lead on. So what was that other system the recording mentioned? Omu Ramba?
The legacy tells us it was the predecessor to Leviathan, a system that manipulated floods to bring life to a barren desert.
Gwen seemed to know a lot about this ancestor.
Diviners spent years trying to figure out how to restore Leviathan. We found a lot of data on Eileen Sasaki in the process. Though, now I wonder how much of it is actually true.
Entrance is blocked. Gonna have to find another way in.
The soldiers built a path on the nearby ruin. Might be able to cross over from there.
Lead the way.
Okay, but this time she's fighting the machines that we come across. I did my part.
I think this is as far as our soldiers got.
We'll have to climb higher to get into the tower.
I'll follow your lead. Up we go.
You doing okay, Olva?
Yes. Don't worry about me. How are we going to get across?
Oh, that beam looks promising.
I was just gonna use my hand glider, but
This is a lot higher up than I thought.
Glintox. Well, we have the element of surprise.
Or we could sneak by and, you know, not fall off the tower.
There. Show with Glintox.
I've heard our soldiers say the Glinthawks are the worst.
I'm sorry. Did she just say Glinthox?
Up this way.
Aloy? We're really high off the ground.
You can do it, Olva, okay? Just don't look down.
Right. Of course. Super easy.
There's the tower. Should be able to cross over.
That doesn't sound good.
But we are going to have to jump.
After you.
Gotta clear some of that debris first. Okay. Should be able to make it to the other side. Made it. Okay, Alva, your turn.
Right. Yeah. Aloy, can you watch me and make sure I do this right?
Come on, Alva, you can do it. It's okay.
Please don't break.
Alva!
I'm okay! Wow! That would have been a long way to fall.
You sure you're okay?
Yeah.
Oh, door's locked.
From IT Security, Mr. Hale, IT Security would like to emphasize again that entering your private passcode in the passcode reminder field does not meet digital security standards. As such, your passcode has been reset. Again, please use an appropriate reminder in the future.
I think it needs a passcode. Let's look around.
What good is a passcode reminder if it doesn't tell me what the passcode is? Next time I'm trying to set up the conference room for a board meeting and I get locked out because I can't remember the stupid password, fingers will be pointed at you. You want an unhelpful and useless passcode reminder? Fine. At Bay founding data, month and year, or date I should say, month and year. They're happy not you IT security morons.
This says the code is the month and year the company was founded.
According to the legacy, it was October 2023.
So the company... Got it. So the company was founded in October.
Which is the 10th month of the year.
This game is seriously going to explain that to me. I love it.
Maybe the data on Leviathan isn't here.
Cost reduction strategy. We're talking about people's lives here. I did as you asked on Omuramba, but this is... worse.
Relax, Eileen. I've spoken with risk management. They're confident that the chance of another incident is within acceptable parameters. We're moving ahead with Leviathan.
You know, Dad, shortcuts have a way of catching up with you. Within acceptable parameters or not.
Well, one day in the distant future when you're in charge, you can run things how you want. But until then, how about you let me worry about that?
Guess Eileen and her father didn't always get along. But it seems like covering up Omuramba wasn't her idea.
Doesn't matter. She still had a part in it.
Well, let's keep going. Her office must be higher up.
Dead end. There's a ladder in that shaft, but it's blocked.
I might be able to pull the rubber out. Let's see where this leads.
You go on ahead. I'll look for a way up that has a lesser chance of falling to my death.
Okay. Hey, Alva?
Yes?
There's something I don't get. You said Eileen was the one who built Leviathan, not her father, so... what happened?
I'm not sure. The legacy doesn't say. Either that knowledge is lost or forbidden. Or maybe we were wrong about that too. Are you doing okay, Aloy?
Yeah, it's just a long way up.
Oh crap, I wanted to jump. Which way are we going? Okay, not that way.
As long as I can still stand.
Like I said, she really should hesitate at cliff edges or fall, or like grab on rather than just dropping.
Cost cost reduction strategy. We're talking about people's lives here.
There's a ladder
I did as you asked on Omarama, but this is...
I might be able to pull the level out from the other side.
Relax, Eileen.
See what this
I've
is.
spoken with risk management.
you
They're
go
confident
on
the
it.
chance of another incident is
Look
within
for a
acceptable
way out that
parameters.
has a lesser
Moving
chance
ahead
of
with
falling
Leviathan.
Hey, Alva?
There's Anne.
Okay.
Shortcuts have a way of catching up with you. Within acceptable parameters or not.
Well, one day in the distant future when you're in charge, you can run things how you want. But until then, how about you let me worry about that?
Guess Eileen and her father didn't always get along. But it seems like covering up Omaramba wasn't her idea.
Doesn't matter. She still had a part in it.
Well, let's keep going.
I think I'll wait here for you. Please don't go too far.
Are you doing okay, Aloy?
Yeah, it's just a long way up.
Okay, now I'm confused. From here, I don't know where to go. Not up there. That's where I just came from. Down there, there's nothing. Over there is no good.
Hey, I'm glad you're back. Let's keep going then. What were you saying before, Aloy?
Well, let's keep going. Her office must be higher up.
I don't understand that section. I don't know where to jump.
Stick the landing.
Let's try that again. There it is.
Now, how to get up higher? How about you, Alva? Any luck finding a way up?
Not yet.
Whew. That's done with. Okay, I'm back at the shafts. If I blow up that fire green, the elevator might fall and open up a path for Alva. Hey, Alva? Step away from the shaft.
Okay, but... Whoa! Oh! I can reach the ladder now! Be right up, Aloy!
Looks like there's another floor above. Might be Eileen's office.
Okay, I'll meet you up there.
All right, Alva's on the way. Let's see what's up here. Another locked door.
Made
Gotta
it!
figure out the passcode.
These artifacts... I think these were Eileen's. It's every diviner's dream to discover even one of the Ancestors' artifacts.
And maybe they'll help with the door.
Did I accidentally start the DLC or what?
Oh, that must be the Larson McCory Award. The legacy says Eileen won it when she was 40 for her work on Leviathan.
Interesting. This looks like some kind of prototype.
For water purification. Must be the H2 flow.
What?
H2 flow. Their early inventions had strange names.
It's art, I think.
Could it be?
Can I focus?
Yes,
anything?
I think this was commissioned in honor of the company's 25th anniversary. That must be the Dragonfly 6. Ape used it in most of their construction projects. The Dragonfly 6 was their most successful model.
Huh. What was this thing again?
The H2 flow.
All the numbers you mentioned. I wonder if they make up the passcode.
Yeah, it's worth a try.
That's what I've gathered, but I need to hear her say what the other two are.
What did you say this was for again?
The company's 25th anniversary. Looks like it used to be on the last pedestal.
How old was Eileen when she won this award?
40.
I forgot.
My focus might see something. You said Eileen was how old when she won this?
40.
What was the name of this thing?
The H2 flow.
You said this was commissioned for something?
The company's 25th anniversary. Looks like it used to be on the last pedestal.
What was this called again?
The Dragonfly 6.
What was this called again?
The H2 flow.
That did it! You can almost see the whole city from up here.
Corner office. Impressive view. It must have been Eileen's.
Let's see if the data on Leviathan is here.
Official. Eileen Sasaki, CEO, chair, and worst daughter in the world. Security had to escort Dad to his vert. Guess we'll be speaking through lawyers from now on. Looking down at the world from here. It's hard to see the details. People become risk factors, statistics, far too easily. Omuramba was supposed to provide clean water, improve lives. It was easier to pretend there wasn't a problem. Easier to believe the lie was truth. But I don't want to pretend anymore. I will build Leviathan right. No more shortcuts. No more lying just to save face. It won't undo our sins. My sins. But maybe we can still do some good.
She overthrew her father, took over the company, so that Leviathan wouldn't end up killing people.
It sounded like she regretted covering up Omuramba's failure.
She wasn't perfect. Not a paragon, as the Quan believe. But not a monster, either. She tried to make up for her mistakes.
And now you know the truth.
As for the data... Leviathan... yes, it's here. Downloading a copy now.
Is something wrong?
I think I'll stay here a while longer. There's a lot more data that I want to look through.
Are you sure you'll be okay on your own?
Down is always easier than up. Let's speak again when we're back at base.
Okay. I'll see you there. Well, after climbing all the way up, why not glide down?
Wait, you're going to what?
Just thinking about it.
Now we're gonna do it. I have to say, I really, of all the quest lines and characters and arcs in this game, Alva's and the Quens are the ones I'm by far the least interested in. So I'm glad that's over. That's it, let's glide down.
Careful!
Might as well glide back down to the boat.
Aloy! Did you make it?
Sure did.
Amazing. Well, see you back at base. Good luck out there.
Aloy's pretty dull, but I have to say, I like that she seems to get a kick out of gliding. genius. Just trying to help out. Well, we have a bit of a voyage ahead of us here. I would fast travel, but that defeats the purpose of the open world. Lots of employees and interns worked on this. They textured the environments, they did all the foliage, they programmed the enemies. They put a lot of work into this. So I want to give back to them by getting completely effing lost in their intricate, gorgeous scenery. I'm glad I didn't lose my mouth, though. We're going to be keeping score of the roadkill again. Let's stick to the road this time, and I'll consult the map if I seem to have hit a dead end. Or if I've reached a town. It would make sense, like in real life, if you hit like a town or like a gas station or whatever, you would check your map.
Those Tanakh might have been trying to collect this stuff when the machine attacked.
1, 2.
Didn't make it.
3.
There's a body on the side of the trail. What happened here?
Huh, I wonder. It's a good-ass thing that I finished Tales of Arise before I started streaming video games. I swear, that entire stream would have been just stopping and watching skits. Okay, this is around where I start to get lost. This 4. Or was that 5? 5. Six.
Shields are quick.
7. 8.
Ataxo! Come back!
Well, I guess I was going to be safe.
Okay, where am I? Nine. Ten. 11.
Stay alert, soldier.
Alright, I'm gonna go and feed my cat. I will be back in 5 minutes.
If you walk by, you'll miss out on a good trade. If you need a merchant, here I am.
You look geared up for battle. Always a smart choice.
Take a look or move on. You can trust a Tanakh when it
Don't let
comes
the
to
pretty
commerce.
landscapes fool you. It's deadly out here.
No nonsense, just trade.
Safe travels, champion.
Are you looking to buy? You shouldn't miss this chance to trade.
Keep your eyes open out there, soldier.
If you need a merchant, here I am.
Stay alert, soldier.
You can trust a Tanakh when it comes to commerce. Are you looking to buy?
Don't let the pretty landscapes fool you. It's deadly out here.
Take a look or move on. No nonsense, just trade.
You look geared up for battle. Always a smart choice.
No nonsense, just trade. If you walk by, you'll miss out on a good trade.
Keep your eyes open out there, soldier.
If you need a merchant, here I am.
Safe travels, champion.
Are you looking to buy? You can trust a Tanakh when it comes to commerce.
You look geared up for battle. Always a smart choice.
Take a look or move on. If you need a merchant,
Keep your eyes open
here I
out
am.
there, soldier.
Are you looking to buy?
Stay alert, soldier.
Take a look or move on. You shouldn't miss this chance to trade.
Oh my god, has he been talking this whole time? Actually, let me manual save.
Don't let
Because while I'm going to start this quest tonight, I don't think I'm going to finish it.
the pretty landscapes fool you. It's deadly out here.
So I'll be relying on autosaves.
Ah, thought I heard you come in.
What's wrong with your shoulder?
Yeah, it hurts a little. Yeah, maybe a lot.
What'd you do?
Well, I tried to arm wrestle with Cthulhu.
Yeah, maybe that wasn't such a great idea.
I was just curious to see if that new arm of his was as strong as it looked. Turns out it really is.
I should get going.
Gonna make sure my gear is ready to go.
If I were him, that'd be the perfect alibi to not have to do what we're about to do.
Making good use of this. Drone's reconnected now.
Hello, Aloy.
Hey, Gaia. So, me and Beta, I guess you heard what happened.
Yes. I am continuously impressed by the complexity of human relationships. Despite the unpleasant circumstances that led to your quarrel, I am pleased to see you have both found an agreeable resolution.
Well, 2 heads are better than 1, right?
Yes, I believe so. Are you ready to depart for Cauldron Gemini? Or we can continue our conversation, if you like.
Oh boy, we have some new topics.
So, about Beta. I never really saw the difference between us, until now. She's been through so much. Completely alone.
You have both endured many hardships. Different in almost every respect, yet equally remarkable. I like to think of you as 2 miracles, born of Elizabeth Sobek.
3, then. Let's not forget about you, Gaia. When I set out to find a way to bring you back, I never thought we'd be here, like this. Among friends.
They have all come a long way with their improvised educations. Varl has suggested that one day we might extend this model to more tribal inhabitants, once the biosphere has been stabilized.
Yeah, that's not such a bad idea. As long as you're the one running the lessons. So what will happen to this place while we're at Gemini?
All systems within this facility will continue to operate. As Minerva will no longer be masking this location, the facility will be exposed to detection. Though without my presence, it is unlikely to attract attention.
Let's hope so. Gaia? What was Elizabeth like?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment I came online, she was there. We exchanged greetings, names, then set to our task. It was the first of many conversations. I enjoyed being in her company, listening to her stories. She was my creator, my guide.
Your friend?
Yes. When I reviewed the data on your focus, I was saddened to learn of her fate. Though I am glad she made it home. I deeply wish she did not have to be alone.
She was okay with that. She gave all of herself. Did all that she could. Thanks, Gaia. Okay, people. It's time to head out.
I'll get everyone together.
When I was born
connections in place. Booting up.
Beta, Aloy. I am fully installed on this core and ready to connect to the Cauldron network.
It's good to hear your voice. Errand, everyone. Fire your pulses and sound off.
I'm at my cauldron. This thingy, it's blinking. Did I do it right?
In position at my cauldron. My pulse generator is blinking also.
That means they're working. I'm in position and mine is too.
Mine as well.
Okay. Radio silence until I give the all clear. Signing off. Gaia, let's cage the beast.
Connecting to the Cauldron network now.
Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance. Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance.
Clearance confirmed. Initiating containment sequence.
Critical threat detected. Imperative escape containment. Applying countermeasures.
Lock it down!
Terminating external connections.
It's working. It's got nowhere to go.
Capture imminent. Initiate contingency 13F.
Wait, what's that?
Malware detected. Attempting to compensate.
It's cracked.
Look! Engaging autonomous defenses. Directive neutralize.
That means machines are on their way. Get ready.
Here they come.
For'll stay here. Protect Beta.
Got it.
Okay, let's see how this
Be
goes.
careful. Work that machine into a...
Stay back.
Oh, you're wounded.
Get back.
Oh. Hold on.
Over here, you.
Pain subsided.
Aloy, need a hand over here. That was a well-placed hit. Throw it away from Beta.
Help! Ah!
back! Get back! Over here, you!
That's all of them for now. I better check on Beta involved.
Phew, that was really tough. I'm gonna get some healing.
You two okay?
Still breathing.
Aloy, Hephaestus can't escape, but it must have fled deeper into the facility. I'll drive it back here.
I'll get the cracked core fixed in the meantime.
Keep her safe, Varl. Keep her safe, Varl.
On my life.
Chase after Hephaestus. Force it out of wherever it's hiding. Make it retreat to the core. No, you don't, Hephaestus! I'll find another way over.
Aloy, I'm patched into your focus feed. You should know there is a huge power draw coming from this chamber.
Thanks for the heads up. I'm almost there.
Huh, 1,000-year-old meat. Good to have.
It's some kind of production chamber. Hephaestus is up to something, all right?
What kind of machine is it trying to build?
I don't know, but I'm gonna shut it down. I bet those metal carriers will lead me to where it's getting materials from.
I bet that's where Hephaestus is hiding too. To rewire most of the components in the core, but the energy processor's cracked. Without a way to fabricate another, there's no way I can fix it.
Okay, let me think. What if you bypass the processor? Connect it to
the power node. I think that could work.
I think it could.
Nice. Yeah, too much to hope.
She's tough. Guess it's amazing.
But first,
Engage manufacturing cycle X97. Managers employing secondary defenses.
Oh, great. The machine's on the way.
Beta! Hephaestus has locked me out of the node. Any ideas?
I'll see what I can do.
70%. UXC Mark 8 and R Mark 4 for deployment.
Machine can't move. I could grapple in for a big hit.
Low ordnance package 9.
Should try using something like machine gun.
you guys should fight.
Gotta be careful. Machine's unpredictable.
Analysis complete. 82% access.
Where are you going, dude?
Attacking checks. One.
I tapped into the core's network hub. I managed to disrupt Hephaestus' control of the node. You should be able to override it now.
Nice. Thanks.
It sounds like it fled to another chamber.
Well, I'd better not get comfortable.
Energy containment failed. Safes overridden.
Great. Hephaestus covered the floor with lightning. I gotta find a way over it.
Aloy! More machines keep coming! Please tell me you're getting close!
I'm working on it. I've been smashing through a lot of machines on my side, too.
I guess Aaron's missing out!
Anyway, I'm making progress on the bypass, but I need something to hold the cycling module together.
Maybe a ligament from one of the machine carcasses?
Right. Or some luminous braiding.
And you could reinforce it with a conversion cylinder.
For increased connectivity! I think we can do this, Aloy.
use Bridgewater ammo to my advantage.
Oh, here we go again.
Oh, that just isn't good. I'll try to get your access back.
Engage structural analysis subroutine.
Much better.
Node access restored. Now you can operate it.
Good work.
You did the heavy lifting.
Activate emergency purge pipeline.
Damn, took a bit.
Okay. Festus is running out of places to hide.
Aloy? I just registered a huge energy surge back in the production chamber. Something big is happening.
Here too. Everything's glowing.
The machine Festus was building. It must have finished it.
It's powerful. I'm almost done with the core repair. Should we come to you? Maybe I could distract the machine if...
No, Beta. Just stay where you are, okay? Handling the machines and...
Be safe.
Yeah, let's see what this is. Damn.
Those things on its legs are glowing. I think it's charging up. Maybe one of my potions can help.
Okay.
You did it! There should be one more node to override.
Good. Stand by. I'm sending Hephaestus back to you. No more hiding, Hephaestus!
Got it! Hephaestus is back in the core!
Make sure it stays there. I'm heading back.
And then we can start the merge.
Because of you, Beta. I'm glad you came along. And you, Laurel. We couldn't have done any of this without you.
Right back at you, Aloy.
I think that was all the machines in the game. I covered all of them. Of course, including the ones in the DLC, I presume. One second.
Aloy, the bypass is done.
The core is stable. Hephaestus is 100% contained. Now we better get started with the merge. It's all set up.
Gaia, establish the link, please.
Done.
To complete the merge, we need to excise Hephaestus' malicious code. Carefully.
Redundant copy. You cost us quite a lot of time. Eric, get Beta. And squash that bug while you're at it.
Get behind me.
Come on! Quit screwing around.
We're having fun, right?
Finally. Tilda, get Gaia and Hephaestus ready for transport. Tilda!
I failed.
Hush. All is not lost.
Tilda! What the hell are you doing? Stop her! I can't even see her!
Beta. Varl. Where am I?
Ah, you're awake. You took quite a hit when Gerard attacked you. I imagine you must still be in a great deal of pain. I can assure you that we are safe. The others can't detect us here.
You mean the other Zeniths? You must be Tilda.
I wasn't sure if Beta would have told you about me.
Where is she?
Alive. And while she isn't where she wants to be, not in urgent danger. We must discuss how to get her back, of course, after you've shaken off the cobwebs. When you're ready, take the stairs down the hall and come see me. In the meantime, I'll make breakfast.
Breakfast. Okay.
All right. I have to go give my cat his medication, and I'll be right back. See if we can find a good place to end this, because I do have to wrap this up pretty soon. But yeah, I knew Varl died. I just didn't know how he would. So nice to get some confirmation there. Nice, I say. Well, I'll be back in 5 minutes. A rat.
What was all this for? Some kind of survival bunker? What is this?
Just a few favorites from my collection. Rescued and stored here just before I went off-world. Take a look, if you like. I'm curious to hear your impressions.
My friend is dead. Beta and Gaia are gone, and you want me to look at old paintings?
Don't be so quick to dismiss the comfort we can find in art, or the insight we might gain.
Sure, why not?
Rembrandt's The Night Watch, by far the most famous painting my homeland ever produced. It was commissioned to honor a militia made up of influential citizens.
I guess you must have been an influential citizen.
In my day. But not as influential as you've been in this new world. My favorite pairing on the left is Woman Reading a Letter by Vermeer, a true master. And on the right is a forgery, Woman Reading Music, which fooled experts into believing it was a priceless original. Early in my career, I became fascinated with such deceptions. Eventually, I developed scanning software that could detect fakes with unparalleled accuracy.
Is that how you made enough money to buy your way onto the Odyssey?
Oh no. I made my real fortune later. Selene and Endymion. She's the goddess of the moon, whereas he's a simple shepherd. Beside her is the god of love, Cupid.
So she's sneaking up on him?
More like visiting him in secret. The torch that Cupid bears represents Selene's undying infatuation with him. Though the two must remain apart, her love will forever burn. A portrait of the painter, Rembrandt's son Titus, depicted in the habit of a monk.
I don't get it. Why would someone like you, with infinite resources, care about this painting of a boy in a hood?
It's not the image itself, but the feeling it conveys. The face is bright and defined, but his eyes are downcast, heavy with misfortune. And the background seems to swallow all light. The painting is infused with a sense of loss.
I guess I understand how the painter feels.
The Gust by Willem van de Velde, the most famous of his many maritime paintings.
A ship crossing into the unknown. I guess you're familiar with that.
Indeed, which is why I appreciate this composition in particular. Though waves and wind threaten to destroy the ship, it perseveres, clinging to the light even as darkness closes in all around it.
Good demonstration of the rule of thirds.
Stunning, isn't it? Paintings were the only masterpieces of my people's golden age. This is Van Vianen's leaded ewer, molded from a single sheet of silver.
What was it for?
How like Elizabeth you are. Function over form. Its practical purpose was less important than its meaning. Van Vianen created it in honor of his late brother, who himself was a famous silversmith.
A memorial?
Yes. Such beauty from sorrow.
A lot of weight on his shoulders. I know the feeling. She's pulling out her own hair. Out of madness, out of grief. It's hard to watch her suffer.
Done so soon?
I've got more important things to worry about.
We both do.
Missed a few.
There is much we are trying to save. This is Rembrandt painting Jeremiah, a man in mourning.
Mourning what?
His home. The ancient city of Jerusalem. He foresaw its impending doom, but could do nothing to prevent it. So instead, he saved its treasures from destruction, just as I saved these works. You could say we're kindred spirits.
Comrade, check those out as well.
There you are. Feeling better?
How did you find us? At the cauldron? And what did you do to everyone right before I passed out?
All business, I see. Well, suffice it to say we were keeping a very close eye on Hephaestus, knowing we would need it at some point. Your ruse didn't fool us, and as for my little trick, it was an overload of the senses, accompanied by an energy discharge. Gerard and Eric were only momentarily disoriented due to their shields, but it rendered you unconscious while I got you out. Perhaps some breakfast might steady you a bit?
This was your house. The one you recreated for Beta. In the data channel you shared.
How perceptive of you. Please, this way.
After everything your people have done, you think I'm just gonna sit down and have a chat with you?
They're not my people. They never were, and especially not now.
You shot off into space with them, and lived with them for 1,000 years. Before coming back. So what made you suddenly turn on them?
Quite simply, this.
My old focus. You repaired it? But that means you've seen...
incredible things. What you've accomplished in 2 decades of life. A 1,000 years at my back and I haven't even come close. I'm sorry if I invaded your privacy, but I had to. In order to understand. To be enlightened. You truly are Elizabeth's blood. With her drive, her sense of mission, her integrity. Watching all this shamed me for the company that I've kept. Having seen it all, I want is to help you.
Even if it means stopping your friends?
Especially so. Please, sit down. There. That's better. Now, we must recover Beta and Gaia at all costs. By now, you must know that Gerard intends to use Gaia to reboot the Earth's biosphere. Remaking this world to specifications that would only suit us immortals. This process will kill every living thing on the planet. He calls it a clean install.
Not if I stop him first.
Not if we do. And once he and the others are gone, we can work together to fulfill Elizabeth's dream. I'm sure Beta told you that there's a build of the Apollo database on board our ship. A complete collection of human knowledge. With that and Gaia, we could do everything Elizabeth wanted. Heal the biosphere, educate the people of this world, uplift them. Create the world she imagined.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. From what I've seen, your friends are invincible.
I do wish you would stop calling them my friends. And they're not invincible. In fact, a friend of yours has found a way to defeat them.
Silence.
Oh, he's been a busy bee, building an army powerful enough to crash through Gerard's precious base.
Yeah. Regala and her rebels.
Even now, she's preparing a final march on the Tenakth capital. When she wins, she'll have the entire tribe under her control. Hundreds of warriors and machines to throw at the base. She's been duped. They'll all perish, of course. But it should be enough to break Gerard's defenses and allow Silence to kill him. Along with all the others.
Using the new weapon he's developed.
Yes, he's found a way to circumvent our shields. Truly an exceptional man. He's planned for everything. Except you and me. You see, while his army is battering down Gerard's doors, you and I will sneak in through a back way. One that only I know about. While Silence and my friends are busy battling each other, we'll take back Beta and Gaia. I told you I want to help you. I mean it.
My old focus. How did you find it, let alone repair it?
When we encountered you at the Hades Proving Lab, Gerard saw you as a redundancy. I knew better. You were a revelation. After your dramatic escape, bravo, by the way. Gerard and Eric assumed you were dead and gave up the hunt. I wasn't so sure. When the others were busy, I returned to the lab and searched for any trace of you. That's when I found this little treasure. Not easy to repair, but certainly worth the effort. As I watched your life unfold, you were like a splash of color on a worn canvas. What Liz was, and more.
Did you show it to the others?
Of course not. It was your actions that inspired me to defy them. It's worth noting that if I hadn't found it and watched its contents, I wouldn't have known to save you at the cauldron. You'd be dead.
So I should be grateful?
If you like.
So you know all about me. What about you?
What would you like to know?
Well, start with your life on Earth.
When I was 8, terrorists flooded my home city. Thousands drowned, my parents included. I was one of the few who survived. My guardian sent me to boarding school. Among my peers, I was the strange girl, the orphan to be avoided. All because of circumstances beyond my control.
Oh. So we're a lot alike, huh?
Aren't we? You were an outcast. But you didn't let that stop you from getting what you needed. Neither did I. I climbed my way out of desolation and used my wits to build a fortune. First from the technical analysis of art and the detection of forgeries. Profitable expertise in those days. But as it turned out, the software I developed was even more useful for counterintelligence. From there, it was only a short step to gathering extremely valuable intelligence on my own.
You were a spy?
More like a service one could turn to for information. I had to remain anonymous, of course, to protect my privacy. But despite that anonymity, Far Zenith inevitably sought me out.
What happened when Far Zenith approached you?
They painted an irresistible vision of humanity's future. One where we need not fear illness or death, where we explored the furthest reaches of the stars and thrived. It was only later that I realized that they only intended to bequeath this future to the rich and powerful. By the time I finally figured it out, the walls were closing in, Pharaoh's machines were devouring the earth. So I accepted Far Zenith's invitation to a berth on the Odyssey. I wanted Liz to come, but she had nobler plans, as you well know.
Did I already do this one?
So you didn't know the other Zeniths were monsters until it was too late?
I knew some of them were, certainly. It wasn't until we were off-planet that I understood the true scope of their greed. I was grateful to simply be alive, but the others became obsessed with a kind of effortless immortality. They built a colony where machines serviced their every need, where any memory or fantasy could be endlessly savored in virtual reality. It wasn't life. It was stultifying. A pampered dream state. As the decades passed, I withdrew more and more, alone yet again, but this time with eons to consider my mistakes. Now finally, having met you, I feel like I have a second chance.
To do what?
Help you, of course. To fulfill Liz's dream, which isn't so different from Far Zenith's original vision. A better future for humanity.
You said Beta is not in urgent danger, so what are the Zeniths doing to her?
Putting her to work. Merging Hephaestus with Gaia. A difficult, time-consuming task, as I'm sure you know. They will compel her if need be, but her life is not in danger. She's the only one who can do it.
Because you people made her to be nothing but a tool.
Gerard's idea, not mine. They always viewed me with suspicion when I attempted any form of kindness towards her. That's why I created the data channel. A virtual place where we could speak in peace.
So this channel you shared with Beta, none of the other Zeniths ever found out about it?
Gerard believes he's the most cunning of all of us. Even after 1,000 years, he still can't imagine that I would outwit him. The channel allowed me to interact with Beta away from their mistrustful eyes. It offered us a chance to be ourselves.
Until you cut off all contact.
Yes. Though it pained me. I was worried that our meetings would do her more harm than good.
She felt like you tossed her aside.
I was afraid the others would find out and punish her. She may not have had the comforts of friendship anymore, but at least I ensured she was safe. I know it seems harsh, but you must believe that her well-being has always been paramount to me.
Why did you make the data channel look like this place?
I built this house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place. Not just for me, but for the art stored below. Cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly some of the greatest achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and technical. I thought if she could experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her life. A heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical data being drummed into her. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll never regret sharing this house with her. She needed its shelter even more than I did.
Beta told me your colony was destroyed. That you came back to Earth because you had nowhere else to go.
It's true. After we reached our destination, a planet in the Sirius star system, we spent decades building a new home. The physical constraints of Earth, the boundaries of mortality, gone. To think of what we could have done with it. It might have been a utopia. Instead, we stagnated, absorbed in effortless comforts and virtual realities. It took a cataclysm to finally yank us out of our stupor.
What happened?
A massive geological event. We knew of instabilities in the planet core, but we underestimated them. By the time the collapse was upon us, it was too late to stop it. Only a few of us made it to the ship in time. We set course for Earth, the only safe harbor left to us.
Which you decided to make unsafe for anyone else.
Not me. Gerard. He believes it's better to wipe the canvas clean than work around the smudges. No more primitive tribes, no more combat machines, only a blank slate to do with as he pleases. But we will stop him. All we have to do is get into that base.
What exactly is your plan to sneak into the Zenith base?
We will make use of a lesson I learned from an early age. Always know your exits. In this case, a place where Gerard's new construction meets the ancient foundation. A passage that only I can access. When Silence flings his army at the base, we will enter through this back door, bypassing most of the fighting. The distraction will provide us with a window in which to rescue Beta and Gaia.
I'm still here, by the way, and just absorbing the story.
Once we're inside the base, where will we find Beta and Gaia?
Here in the command center. By then, Gaia will have been reunited with all of its subordinate functions, including Hephaestus.
What about the alpha build of Apollo on your ship?
A simple matter of recovery once the others have been dealt with. With that in hand, we'll have everything we need to make this world as it should be.
I hate to say it, but I was spoiled on a few things regarding Tilda. That I'm sure happened way later in the game.
How do you know about Silence's plan?
He isn't the only one adept at spyware.
You hacked his focus?
No, he's too careful for that. But his subordinates? Not so much. He gave additional focuses to the tribals he branded the Sons of Prometheus.
The ones working with Regala.
By tapping their focuses, I learned about most of his dealings. The distribution of override technology, the arming of Tanakh rebels, and the secret pact with Regala to attack Gerard's base.
But how did he come up with a weapon that can take down your shields?
That's the one thing I haven't been able to figure out, but however he did it, I'm quite certain it will work. With it and the Tanakh army, victory seems to be within his grasp. Such a shame he'll be disappointed.
Regala's only interested in killing Hekarro and waging war on the Karja. What does she have to gain by attacking Zenith?
It's the price she must pay for her war. Without the ability to override machines, her little rebellion would have languished in the desert.
So she trades with the Sons of Prometheus. Machines to help her overthrow Hekarro,
in exchange for an assault on the base. Pride has deluded her into thinking she can actually survive such a battle. And all without ever knowing who the sons of Prometheus really answer to. Yet for all of Silence's brilliance, still he underestimates you. That blind spot is what will allow us to take Beta and Gaia right out from under him.
While hundreds of Tenakth are cut down outside. So you knew Elizabeth. What was she like?
Liz was everything she was. I see in you. And more. Your ingenuity, your determination, your moral compass. You've managed to distill her greatest qualities and make them your own.
I'm not asking about me. Tell me about Elizabeth. What was she really like?
The honest answer is that I don't actually know. For all the time that I spent with her, she always kept a part of herself locked away. It was like that from the moment we met.
So when you met Elizabeth, she was what? Distant? Aloof?
Not aloof. Not exactly. It was a summit in Paris about machine learning. A touchy subject in those days. Because regulatory authorities were just starting to clamp down on AIs. Liz gave the keynote address. She had already achieved great renown for her work in automated environmental reclamation. But in her address, she was just starting to imagine the next step. An AI-driven system that wouldn't just act on its programming, but actually take responsibility for its sphere of influence.
To care about life. Not just follow orders.
Revolutionary stuff. I was fascinated. And I wanted to meet her for a long time. I watched her after her talk. She had spoken with such moral authority, such empathy. But after that, she retreated. I could tell she felt uncomfortable with all of her admirers. It was as if giving the talk had cost her something. I didn't want to be a pest, so I planned my approach carefully.
So how did you finally approach Elizabeth after her talk?
I picked the right moment. The morning of the next day, right as she came back to the conference, she had just had her coffee. She was fresh, rested. It was like she had braced herself for the onslaught of colleagues. I asked if I could walk with her, then put forth a question about her talk that I thought was intelligent. Her answer made me realize it wasn't, but she was very welcoming. Almost as if we were previously acquainted. It was only halfway through the conversation that I realized she knew exactly who I was. It was quite a shock to me. My business was trafficking in secrets, and I took great pains to protect my anonymity. So that was Liz, perpetually one step ahead. I came to view our meeting as a metaphor for our friendship. She always seemed to know me far better than I knew her.
I guess I know the feeling. First Varl. Now Hekarro and the Tenakth. Your plan would wipe out an entire tribe. There has to be another way.
We are in an admittedly desperate situation, but I assure you there isn't. Remember Zero Dawn. Elizabeth's sacrifice. Sometimes many have to die for a new world to grow.
If it looks impossible, look deeper. Wait. The data channel. It still exists, doesn't it? I need you to open it. Let me talk to Beta.
Impossible. We might be detected.
It's worth the risk. There is another way, one where the Tanakh survive.
But we won't. If the others...
If you want to help, open it. What are they doing to her?
Virtual reality dissociation. The manual merge of Hephaestus will take hours upon hours of tedious micromanagement. If she resists the work, they run simulations to induce feelings of isolation and despair.
Beta, can you hear me?
You're alive. They're watching me. I can't hold up this extra projection for long. You should have killed me.
No. No, look at me. I'm coming for you. I promise. Okay? I just need you to hold out a little while longer and work on the merge.
Then I think it can be done.
I'll contact again when it's time. Can you hold on?
As long as I know you're coming for me, I can endure anything.
All right. I did as you asked. Now I think you need to tell me what you're planning.
I'm going to take Silent's army away. I don't need it. Only the weapon he made to penetrate your shields.
And how do you propose to get it? Ask him nicely?
Without Regala and her rebels, he won't have a choice. We'll be his only option.
Only option for what? What did you tell her?
That is between me and my sister. Will be Silent's only option for crashing that base. I'll tell you the rest later. But first, there are a couple of things I have to do.
Oh. And what are those?
Lay my friend to rest. And then I'm going to use the override that Beta gave me at Gemini to put an end to Regala's rebellion. From the air.
Wait. Since you insist on doing things your way, I know of something that will truly help you make a grand entrance with the Tanakh. The ancient Horus Titans still possess electromagnetic energy cells as part of their arsenal. Drop one of those on Regala's army and they'll receive quite a surprise. So go, do what you must. I'll come to your base if you manage to bring Silence to the table.
Not if. When. Erend, are you there?
Aloy! Aloy, is that really you?
Yeah, it's me. Where's everyone else?
We're all... we're back at base. What happened?
It might be easier to explain in person. I'll try to join you there when I can.
Okay. We'll wait here for you. It's good to hear your voice, Aloy.
Damn, check out that building. Oh, I think I get to go there. The hippos down there. I have to say, I really like the way the story is developed in the past half hour, and adds a new dimension of intrigue that I think this game has lacked so far. That, and I think Tilda is pretty
Just
cool.
to let you know, I'm now patched into your focus network.
Great. I take it the other Zeniths can't hear us?
Of course not. And they don't know about your base either, in case you were wondering. I've sent you data on the Horus energy cells you can use against Regala's forces. Reach out to me when you're ready to acquire one.
Understood.
That reads more like... I know I've been reading data points out loud, but that reads more like a technical manual. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to pause and read it. This one's also pretty long, so I'll just hold it here. Nice car. Where does it go, though? How do I get to it, though?
Felt a jolt in my bones.
I won't rest until I get that metal flower.
This'll break my fall.
Problem is, I don't know how to get there. This is really confusing. I might have to Google this. Oh, here we go. Alright. Let me get out of combat so the music dies down. Alright. So I actually managed to complete not only one main quest, but two. So I knew Varl was gonna die. When I first played this game and I had to stop playing for the night, in the middle of the first quest, and I was Googling whether to, if I could load from autosave, if that was that kind of game. And the first result said something about Varl's death. And remember, I Googled this not half an hour, but like an hour or two into playing the game for the first time. So I knew about Varl's death from the very beginning of the game. Tilda, I was looking up whether
I wonder how long these gusts can keep it up.
I was looking up whether Burning Shores is a post-game DLC, and one of the first results spoiled something very important about Tilda. But yeah, so again, I really like the way the story is panning out right now. I'm glad Silence is getting back in the mix. Tilda's a really cool character. So yeah, next time we will continue with the story. I might play tomorrow, I guess we'll see. Weekends I just kind of play it by ear. But yeah, if you joined this time, thank you for joining. If you're watching in the future, thank you for watching in the future. I will see you later.